How's it going, guys? How's everyone's Saturday been? Saturday was very busy for me, working all day, or from 11 AM till 8 o'clock this evening. But how's it going? Alex, welcome on in. How are you, my friend? My weekend starts now. Got tomorrow off. Yes. Back to work on Monday. But this week is the last week, and then I've got a complete week off. So really looking forward to my week off, which is going to be quite nice. Gonna be quite nice. So today, what's today gonna bring? I've actually got, I don't know if has anyone actually got all 60 yet. Like, I've got 2 left, I think it is now, after my AFK farming today. I think it's 2. 1, 2. Yes, we're nearly there. We're nearly completed. Just got home from work just in time to tilt your stream. Nice. Always like to have a chilled stream. Anyway, let's go just have a look at some ship, and then we'll do some stuff. I think I've got some TRs to complete. I think I've even got to do. Have I even done these this week? Don't think I have. No, I've done none. Wow. We brought here though. That's good. At least I brought those. That's a good sign. What a week it's been. Go armory first. What build was this one? Okay, that's this build. I think there's still improvements that can be done on this build. Pillars are really easy as a druid. I've been saying, like, I don't know how many I've done this week. How many did I think I had over 100. I've done way more than I normally would. Yeah, I've done probably 50. I've died like maybe twice. Really surprisingly easy. Getting close to another gem. Which is what you want there, isn't it? You know, you don't want... The only time it is annoying, like I found last night, is the odd occasion when you get Summoner in an Oblivion Pillar is just... Yeah, horrible. Absolutely horrible. What can I say about Oblivion Pillars, eh? Let's just collect these. Collect this. Don't worry about that. We'll leave the assembly rewards. Delete. Okay. Anyone seen any new builds today then? What has everyone seen? Anyone been testing stuff out? I know there's been people testing the actual like pure summoner out with this as well. But I'm unsure if pure summoner, if actually the old bloody reach works properly with it or not. Does it double dip with summons in Druid? Not sure what people's opinion is on that. Did see some people talking about it on the Discord today. Whether that actually is a thing or not, I'm not sure yet. I think there's still a lot of testing going on with it. So I think the build that they're going for with that is literally landslide as the ranged, and then they're literally I don't even think there's a spender. I think everything is just a generator, so you don't even worry about primal power, which is really weird, right? Just full on primal power all the time. Let's turn the aircon down a little bit. It's very loud. It's better. Right, how's it going? I'm very well, man. How about yourself? How about yourself? The other thing I'm questioning as well, guys, and I think when I was caught a bit of Indez's stream earlier on my breaks when I was at work, is in the farm build, I'm still unsure whether we really want to take this. Is it really necessary? Is it really necessary to have that? Because we're already running at 60% movement speed most of the time. Why isn't that at 60 now? Now it would be 60 on that. I'm sure I had base 60. 54%. Okay. Sam, thanks for following on Twitch. What's going on with them? Didn't even get the notification come through. Actually come up on there. Alerts on and off. Let's see if that works. Still playing Druid. Have you found anything new out over the last 24 hours? What have you been playing? What builds? I'm always intrigued to see what builds people have been finding out, as I've been very busy at work all week and not been able to play as much as I'd like to. I really wish Fire Tornado could be really good. Although I did see a build earlier that someone was showing off on. I think it could have even been on Indez's. Let's see if we can actually put a similar build together using this as a base. So let's go here. Okay. I think this is going to be in most builds, right? But where's the earthquake setups? Is that not in shoulder? I don't think there's very many earthquake essences, right? Messing around with PvP stuff. Anything cool? Okay, so that's that. So it must be offhand then, right? No. Okay, it's in here. The free. How's it going? I think we're always going to be using these because of the movement speed, right? Bum, 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 bum. You got PvP deer and bear form, jump on people and then shift to bear form. I've been doing it in BG, having quite a lot of wins on it already. Nice. Maybe I'll have a look at that tomorrow before I stream. I know I want to do my first video tomorrow. You've been mostly using mouse build? Nice. I think that's going to be the thing at the moment, isn't it? There's going to be a lot of people using very similar builds. I'm still waiting to try till I have more loot chests. Yeah. Knockback / stuns driving you nuts. I think that's the only thing. We've got nil real immunity, right? You can get kind of had pretty quickly. Definitely appreciate the content. Good head up what to expect. I do my content a little bit differently, I suppose. I'm a little bit more relaxed. You know, I don't just push my content out for the sake of it. You know, that's why I haven't put any content out for Druid yet. I will do, I think my first video is going to be basically, I think, about what we've got currently in essence terms, right? Because we don't have a lot. And I think that's really getting to people that there should have been more essences. I think there could have been like, instead of 6, could have been 8 per, you know, per piece of gear. I think then we'd have had a much more better range. How many pieces of gear is there for the classes that have been in since the beginning? Do we know the total amount of essences? I haven't looked. I really liked his one with the Olympics. I thought that was epic. I do have to go through it again though, just to see what builds he was using. But the Olympics one looked absolutely amazing. He was basically using a build like this, right? They could have given a loot box for classes instead of rare crests, but who am I to say? Okay, so that's fine. You're asking way too much. I don't think so, man. I think we'd all expected more, right? That'll be better. Earthquake, yes. Rampage, yes. Don't necessarily need it there, but what is here? Okay. Or like complete the trial and come out with a set, or at least a one full gear setup for PvE. I just know that they could have put more PvE, more essences into the game for Druid. I would have thought they would have done. You know, 7 or 8 would have been a nice amount instead of just the 60. That is the issue, isn't it? No one does old school overworld anymore. Overworld farming is literally just AFK farming. The only time you need a build that's for farming is when you're doing like Verge, or if you're doing let's say Elder Rifts, or if you're doing TRs. They're the only 3 things you're gonna, all bounties maybe. And then the rest of the difficulties, the rest of the stuff, you just need a more robust build, right? But in this sort of build, can we get 100% uptime on the actual... Can we get at all 100% uptime on the bear yet? I mean, that pause though. Do you see that pause? That's the only trouble I got with this build. There's a pause. 28 essences per slot for the original classes, 22 for BK, 17 for Tempest, and 10 for Druid. See, that's the difference. 28 per slot for the OGs. Wow. Just wow. That's crazy, right? That is in itself is absolutely nuts. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about this build, and I think other people have said the same. Imagine a Boomkin setup like WoW Druid, Starfire, X Infinity, and Wrath, night and day modes, or crits make you transform to a 40. That would be amazing. Boomy in this, man. So the only issue I've got with this build is the fact that this pause, and then he goes in. I mean, like Earthquake's now gone, so... And then the issue is you don't have enough primal power to continue, so yeah, I think that build's kind of dead in the water already. It's a cool build, but I just don't think you're not going to have enough This only generates on first press. That's the downside. It doesn't I'd like this to be generate 9 power when used, so on press, and then generate more for each time it does this. Because now it's 15 here. So you press 50, get 15 when it's first pressed. And then what it should do is it should say for 7 seconds, it creates this aftershock, and you can then gain like another, say, 5 per second. This would then be a cool piece of gear. Because the downside is you use it and it doesn't generate anything. So then when you're spending, like, you're not gaining anything during this. You want to be able to gain so you can stay in this longer. So it's a cool build, just not worthy. You need to figure out a build for Path of Blood. Yeah. I think you're right. Werewolf will be fine. Werewolf will be fine for PoB. Nice and easy. I think, like, for an overworld, the overworld farming builds that people, or the farming builds, not necessarily overworld, because everyone does overworld now, is just weird, right? AFK and then farming are two different things, or relaxed farming. So in this sort of build, what are we actually using on this build? Let's have a look. So we're using Fawn Armor to increase our crit chance, which is fine. We're using this Smolder Fawn, which is like absolutely insane damage. This, where was my missing movement speed? I just need to have a look at that. So I'm at 54. I want it to be 60, right? Do I have all the right pieces of gear on? Okay. This shouldn't be here. Don't necessarily need to heal, but we'll have it. Okay, we've got that. Was there or what if you could still want to summon build one bear, like golem pack of wolves, and maybe a bat? A bat would be cool.
What do you need, friend?
Did I miss some movement speed? Beneficial movement. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I'm sure I'm missing some movement speed from somewhere. Because this is only 54%. What did I lose? They have no aggro. We were saying this yesterday's stream. There's literally, I tried today as well to kind of see what I could move around to try and fix that, and they're literally just, the wolves are just super dumb, right? They are just really dumb. They do hardly anything, which is super annoying, because to me wolves should be just like aggro hungry, right? The skellies that we have, as Negros, they are super high aggro. Like, they instantly do damage. But I think the issue with the skellies and the wolves, the difference between them is the skellies we use in AFK are going to be like poison skellies, right? So they have that aura around them, where the wolves, they only like spurt out fire from their mouths. They don't have an aura of fire around them. That I think is a big issue. Would be way stronger if it worked like Rotten Harvest, where it stays up all the time. Yeah, I agree. You crave a Master of Summons build on Necro, maybe do all the above, but they are all rotten, undead, festering versions and with an AoE poison. See, that would be cool. It's a cool idea. I'm definitely missing. I might try Agments in here. The issue is I don't think we need. We want 2-piece Vifus, right? But why don't... I don't think we need 4-piece Vifus for this build. What we got? What we got here? We got Feast and Barons, which we don't really want to use yet. That's the Skybreaker's Bolt, which I was testing out with... Oh, here we go. We got Banquets here. Where's my other Banquet? We got Gloom, which we don't need. Is this Banquet as well? Yeah, Banquet here, look. So we'll take that. We'll also take this one. Maybe you're thinking too far into this, but hey, no. It's always good to talk about stuff. You can actually kind of like... We've talked on Discord, on the main Discord before, where all the devs are, right? And people have given ideas in the Necro channel. And actually, like, we talked about a mount months and months and months ago, and then we get a Rhino mount. So just saying. Okay, so what if we go Banquet, oh, when did the Agments get in there anyway? Agments shouldn't have been in there. What's going on? Ah, you idiot. Okay, we got them in there now. I just need to swap this around because I haven't transferred over like a scrub. That's better. Alright, done. Gems. I'll sort that blue one out. And true, but no one uses it. That's true, but it still happened. Okay, okay. Okay, in there. Okay, done. We need another gem in here. We got a pot one. Nice. Do we have another blue one anywhere? I was hyped for Necro Mount as well, man. It could have been so good, right? Blue gems anywhere? Nope. Oh, well, we have to go with an armor one. Fuck it. Oh, no, we did have a blue gem there. Where did that actually come from then? Okay, 58% movement speed, so we gained a bit there. This is looking all right. So we're gone 2-piece Vif, 4-piece Ags, and then we're gone for 2-piece Banquet. Perhaps. How's it going, man? We're still going to keep this build, and we're not going to change anything else in the build yet. What Paragon did I have? Brawler. That's good. That's good. Warband. Am I in the right warband room? No, I want to go Protector, really. So let's just move over here into this room. Fuck it. Now we'll be bigger. Nice. Okay. The Necro mount fell flat because 60% movement speed. But now we can only get max 60% movement speed on the Druid, so, you know, What do we know, eh? Yeah, I can get max. I had max yesterday of movement speed, but for some reason today, it's not max. This is the issue I have though, like even with this build, I just run out of I wish we could just keep it going 100% of the time so not have to worry about shit, right? Because now I'm having to wait for regens. And I find that I don't really... This swarm here just doesn't do shit, right? I really need to get... And I hate to say it because a farm build shouldn't have to worry about affixes. But it feels like that would come in handy. Okay, is there anything we can actually change in here to make it better? Like, I mean, Druid needs thorns and thorn pull roots grab. Mastery 4, do you reckon what will help Prax? You know, you look at this though. Should we see if we can push that up? Wonder if we can get enough to push that up today. Are you at max mastery, Prax? Did things improve? Let's just save this in here for now. Okay. Let's do some more of these. If we do another 10, then we'll do some dungeons. I need to do Vanguard as well. Oh, you're at 2. I'm nearly there. You have a 17 charm. Oh, nice. I think mine's like a 13. Come out at the wrong time there. Rip. As I say, you watch it be summoner. You've been doing carries feel nice. Do a few of these, then do Vanguard. Hopefully get some Legos dropped from that. Still no helm drop or anything. Seen a few people get it from Vanguard though. That's promising. We're like halfway to craft, right? 55, over halfway to craft. You've only got 40. Just about doing everything every week. You get the maximum you need then. That's the downside of being older, right? We all have that commitment, man. Oh, we got a Lego there. That was the result. Gonna get food, gonna try and play while waiting. Gotta pick your time, man. You gotta pick your time. I must just be in the perfect place here and not dying. Wow. Always doing errands. You just seem to do a lot of errands, man. Lobster rolls for dinner. Nice. Very nice. Wonder what chances of getting the right magic buffs. Summons, want summons buff. Probs get Grim Scythe and bone up. Yeah, 100%. You always get the ones you don't want, right? I love all these stream beats. These stream beats tracks are real good. Your wife is disabled, so you have to do stuff for her. Oh man, I didn't know. That's fair though. That is fair, man. That is, you know, commitment. That makes complete sense now. Now you say that kind of why you do like the errands and stuff. I get it. I get it, man. You've known your wife since you was 15 and she was 13. And you've known each other a very long time. That makes me... I didn't mean to say that it makes you sound really old. I didn't mean it like that. Oh, grass, Alex. That is, yeah. I did not mean it like that though, Prax. Alex is still going to be sneaking in the odd game time, you watch. No worries, man. Cheers for popping in. I'll still probably be around when you've done some errands. Got to get that mastery 4. It's got to be summoner this time around. We ain't had summoner yet. Wow, shade. Cheers, Brax. Fight copies of ourselves for practice mode. No. Did I just get stuck? Am I still online? We got stuck, boys. And my Lego's still down there. We gotta go get the free. What is going on with my character? Like, I can't even move. How do you set your back button for the Kishi V3? Let me just figure out what's going on here, because I think, like, look at this. I can't. The game is bugged. It's a feature, guys. It's a feature of the Druid. Like, you get so strong that you just can't even move. Like, the game won't let me move now because it knows that my damage will just break the game. But just look at this. I unstuck as well, so I'm going to have to cancel out completely out of the game. Should we try the unstuck again? Let's try the unstuck again. We got a cool. There's a cooldown of 20 minutes. Shows you how to not use that. 20-minute cooldown. What the fuck is that? Should not be a cooldown of 20 minutes. I'm surprised it doesn't say like 100 orbs. $100 orbs to get unstuck. Pay up. That's the first time I've seen that. We had like 3 Legos drop. Like, where did my Legos go? Like, where are they gone? I've been scammed, boys. Like, where are they? This was not what I left behind. I'm pretty much just been scammed. You think the servers are busy? It could be. I've just been scammed though. 3 Legos have been scammed. I've been scammed out of, guys. They might turn up at some point. Missing runes. Don't say stuff like that. Huh, I haven't got any missing runes. Just wait a while. Yeah, I'm hoping so. It feels like there is a delay on the server. Feels like there's a delay on the server here. I'm not gonna lie. I think the server is struggling for some reason. Oh, you got your runes in the mail about an hour or so later, yeah. Or 2 hours later. Wow. Man, 2 hours is a bit extreme. It's a slow postman. Definitely feel like there's something going on with the server here. We got 4 there. Have we gotten back yet? Oh, boys. That postman was quick. I take everything back. He delivered. He delivered, boys. Oh, really? Big lag? Yeah. I suppose the servers can only take so much. And I think with the Druid being released, everyone was a bit hyped for it. And can cause server instability. So because a lot of people didn't join in the game. But I think with the fact that everyone is, you know, hating on the Druid at the moment, I don't think we're going to have that problem for much longer. However, I've screenshot of the any random AFK lines walking through West March to the market. I think that's the issue. Probably. Wait until they merge the markets. All level 15, yeah. All running in a line, right? It's the only downside to a game like this where you've got like an auction house. You're always going to get bots, right? At some point. Oh, the other thing I can go do while this guy's up. How long's the up for? Oh, we got 35. Let's quickly go do this. But let's go hand in. Oh, they're not going to do nerfs for sure not, right? Can you imagine if they come out and did nerfs to druids? It's like, hey guys, we noticed that druids overpowered. I would agree with that statement though. It is the most balanced character we've had come out. I just wish they'd have brought out a couple of more essences per slot, considering how many essences other classes have got. You're always going to get it in games with auction houses. Always. Never going to stop. We already opened one, didn't we? Yeah, we all did. Didn't get interrupted before. Could be one dude in his basement in New York. I don't know, lol. With like just 50 accounts. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, I played WoW for probably about 9-10 years. Man, Ironforge, yeah. Yeah, 100%, Alex. Someone is making a shit ton of money out of it. An absolute shit ton of money out of it. But it was always going to be that way with a game that is, you know, highly pay to win. With platinum in it, you know, an auction house. No. Servers that I was on to start with, the first server I was on was called the Burning Steps. And I think we moved over to Outland, which was like a huge PvP server. And I think that's where we ended up staying on Outland. Or did we move? No, I think we moved to Silvermoon as well. There's a few different servers that we'd played on and moved around over the years. Just having like fresh starts. The first Lorith character was this character. Lorith has never been used before. This is all the Lego's gone. Done well so far. That's because we got 3 out of 1 and then disconnected. The game was like, nope. I gotta do TRs as well, so maybe go do some TRs in a minute as well. Got Vanguard to do, TRs to do, so we should be able to hit Mastery 4. Use Horde. I played both Horde and Alliance over the years on multiple different servers, running guilds. Was a player named Laura Female. Yeah, I can imagine. That is like totally a WoW thing, right? Then we get Summoner. The new gem as in like the blood flow. Blood flow is good. I thought that's what you meant. Female flooded. I thought that's what you meant, Blood Elf. The blood flow is a really good gem. Definitely worthy of using. It's a good gem. Flow is a good gem to use. If I was to rate it, I would definitely rate it as an S tier gem. Especially if you got your character worked out like really well when it comes to your stats. You get the most benefit out of it then. Wow, he just done a shit ton of damage. Can we get 3 again? Not even 1. Wow. Do 3 more. You're 203 away. That sounds mad. 203 sapphires away. In real terms, 6 months. Nah, that was extreme. Definitely not going to be 6 months, but... How do I like the Druid there, guided? It's really good. It's a lot of fun to play. It's, I would say, and Alex, I think it was Alex who said this earlier, it is the most balanced class in the game at the moment if you consider in like how other classes started out in the game, where a lot of them were really like overpowered. This is a class that's not going to be nerfed. It can only go the other way. It can only be buffed. People yearn for DPS. They do, Ryder. 2 more. Nice. Nah, you're okay, the free. You can talk as much as you want, man. Talking is good. Keep the chat going. You should join my Discord and have me check your Necro build. The gem investment went 50% summons to 50% PvP simply due to drops on like 9,000 crests now. You're a dolphin with a very peculiar build. Drop it in. Join the Discord. Drop it in, man. We'll have a look. We'll check it out. This class got me intrigued there, you know. I will be back to Necro at some point. Back to the true king, you know. It'd be so good to be able to have like unlimited summons, right? But imagine the game, how much it would lag with unlimited summons. Just be unbelievable. 15 mages. 15 black wall mages. Oh man, that would actually be filthy. The game wouldn't know how to handle that. Oh, and if you stop moving, they attack you. Wow. That'd be a real negative, wouldn't it? Imagine Reddit. Reddit would be like, why do my mages keep killing me? Do not die. Thank you. Starting a new one is brave because you get literally like no normal gems, no nothing. You're literally starting afresh, where at least when you transfer, you know, your character to a new class, you're getting all the benefits of what you've already built on your account. Whip. Didn't mean to come out. Looks like we're fighting in human form. Your familiars are too high level, Ash Catch'em. We need a Pokemon crossover, man. Pokemon crossover would be pretty fucking cool, if you ask me. Ugh. That one I'm tempted to keep just for the affix. Just for the affix, I'm going to keep that one. Oh man, night shift. Oh man, night shifts suck. I used to do night shifts years ago. Okay, that's the only one we're going to keep. Welcome on in. How are you? That's 19, guys. This one we kept for that Surging Stone. Slap that in there. Is that the... How many of those have I got now? We got another one there as well. The crossover fantasy. I think a lot of us want the good crossovers. Where did I even just go? Oh, it is this way. Why did it do that to me? That put me right off. What level is mine? What? See if we can get paid them. I should do some keys as well. Plenty of keys. You work in palliative care. Isn't high stress for long hours. Yeah. Takes a certain type of person to do that sort of work, man. Really does. I have a lot of kind of respect for anyone that does that sort of work. Not an easy job to do. There is a lot. So I've wanted to ask the minimum and best strength 5-star legendary and at what rank? Okay. I would say the legendaries you want even at lower rank are going to be things like Roiling Consequences and probably Bloodsoaked Jade. They're the two you always want no matter what rank they are, right? If you can get them to rank 4 at least, then they're really good. Take it easy to free. Keep it up 100%. No problem. Will do, man. No worries, Taz. No leggers on the first run. Declined. Left the pie. Oh. So glad I got a day off tomorrow. Relaxing morning. Get a video done for the Druid. Not going to be a build video yet. I think we're going to do a discussion video about the essences. Giving opinions on what is going on with them. And then we're just going to have a chilled stream tomorrow even. Oh, we got us on. Woo! Let's go. I'd like to get a legendary out of the next 4. Rip. Once I'm able to, I think it's going to be like the DPS one, right? The top one. I can't remember the name of it. I think the one that everyone's just going to go for. What about yourself, Alex? Which ones are you going for? Because I think you're probably going to want to have 2, right? Everyone's going to want to have 2, really. One for PvE content and one for doing PvP. We got a Lego. Good. The annoying thing about the helmet is they take so long to get the crafts right. You're gonna go for the PvP one straight away, yeah. I think if you've really already got a good helmet for PvE, then there's real no point in going for anything other than going for a PvP one, right? Because the stats don't really matter on it. The stats are pretty bad, right? I think a lot of people have complained that the stats are quite low because of the quad stats. Wouldn't make sense to have high stats when it will be 4 stats. It just has to be balanced, yeah. What do I think of Bottled Hope? Bottled Hope's a really good gem, but there's a debate with Bottled Hope. So, because Bottled Hope is buffed on party, if you're in a party with someone that's got a higher Bottled Hope than you, your buff would be overwritten. So you're best off trying to get a higher ranked Bottled Hope if you want to have your buff used. By all means, if you're doing a lot of solo content, then Bottled is still good. But if you're partying up most of the time, then especially if someone's already got Hope, then you're wasted. You might as well use another gem. Oh, we're going again. Someone's joined. Let's go. Those 5-star gems, the real magic really happens when it's R6. I'd agree. Getting to R6 takes a while, but it's worth doing if you can get there in the long term. No, my Bold Hope is at 6. Yeah. 6. Oh, 6 on this one? Yep. 6 on this one or still 5? We're halfway through 5, and then this one is still 5. You got to be looking to get them to 6. 4 and 5 is fairly easy to do. 6 is a bit more of a struggle, but it's definitely better in the long term if you can get there. Go on, give us another Lego. Rip. What is this game? Six is the real good spot if you can get your 5 stars too. By all means, though, if you can only make rank 5, you're still going to be all right. One left. I just think this, like Alex said, the sweet spot is 6. Who's declining here? Finally. Yep. You got to get a real good balance. You got to think of the long term. If you're thinking of the long term, then you're doing the right thing for the game. Unless you're one of these people that can just go Visa, swipe, and you're good. Yeah, I can grab you now instead of you grabbing me all the time. And I need to keep 9 5-star legendary gems to make strike to rank 6. Yep. It's all about the long-term plan. Always a long-term. Lego, come on. Wow. That was shit. That's that part done. We got 2 more. Laura really enjoy playing Druid. Druid is a lot of fun. Just trying to get this now to top, right? Still need to keep pushing. Jibs, how's it going, man? Welcome on in. Scrap those 2. I've just got to be right back a second, guys. Just give me 1 second. I am good, man. I'll be right back in a second. Okay. That is better. I'm very well though, Jibs. How are you, my friend? You wish they'd change the drop rate a bit higher on ruling and 2 copies for R8, not had a single ruling drop. Oh man. Cheers for the follow on Twitch. Still using PvP build that you show me. It really fun. Camp kill mid 4K. Nice. Got to jump and chat. I'm going to look at the chat tomorrow. I might change the program. Because this program is the worst program I've ever used. There we go. Okay. What we're going to do now is I'm going to do some TRs. So I forgot a few to do. We'll go farm build. Let's stay with this farm build. Let's just go here. So that's for fawns. Where's my surging? Here we go, surging. Okay, remove that. This is also surging. I've already got it on that one. Have we got another surging then? Don't think we have. But that's 2, right? So that's a 20%. Let's throw this in here. Maybe that will help. The issue with having issues with primal power. Where are we? Library. How long we got? 5 minutes. Let's go do the first run. We got 100 yet? Not yet. Wow. I think this bat here should have been, instead of using it and then being not hitting anything to get primal power, it should have give you more if you hit things. That would have been the better way around to have it. mean, the build is good, but it's just, it could flow much better. That took forever. Welcome back, man. Bit of a bouncy chat. Fix that tomorrow. Getting rid of it. Okay, what we at? We're nearly, we're coming on to the 300 point now. Nice. You've been trying out the werebear build. I'll have a proper look at that all tomorrow, I think, and get some builds set up that we can try on tomorrow night's stream. Got a bit of time to tomorrow to do a lot. Like today, I didn't have time for nothing. Literally got up this morning, had to wait for my shopping to be delivered. So I watched a bit of TV. I was watching some Star Trek on Paramount. And then this morning was at work at 11 o'clock, so I had no time for shit. Gonna call it tonight. It is midnight for you, and your wife is screaming for me to get into bed. Don't want to sleep on the couch tonight. Take it easy, Alex. I didn't have it in the video to set it on the Kishi, no man. But you can, it can be set. You have to do it. You have to set up some buttons in the Action Nexus app first for your M1 and M2 buttons, and then after that, you can then go in and program it in the game. No worries, buddy. No worries at all. It took me a minute or two to figure it out as well, because with the M1 and M2 buttons, you do need to go into the Nexus app and do something in there with them. But the two back buttons, pressing them simultaneously, you can do that. I think you can even set it to just one of them as well. It's just a really nice position to have your ultimate set up on the Kishi. I don't know if I can go into my Kishi app and show you. Where did I put my Kishi app? There it is. Apparently I have to put my controller on. It's in my box, so yeah, I can't show you without having my controller on. Okay, where did it go this time around? Where did it go? Hard Tundra. Yes, please. No worries, man. Did you get the controller? Did you? Which controller did you get? Which version? The standard, the Pro, the XL? You went for the standard V3. Nice. How you been finding it? When did you get it? Recently, I take it? Because it's only been out since the middle of last month, but... Oh, very nice, man. Very nice. What I found with it was really good because playing on my iPhone 16 Pro, it just heats up so much. So having the controller really like reduces that heat because you haven't got to hug your phone. That was just one big benefit, not having a hot phone sitting in your hands. You normally play on a controller in PC and similar, just the arrow button placed slightly different. Yeah. And I've never played this on a controller, apart from obviously the Kishi. But when I'm on PC, I always just play with my keyboard and mouse. What we want is a build guide that doesn't use primal power for an overworld farmer build, right? You need something you don't rely on this bar. This bar is the limitation on the builds, which is really shocking. Because you think now, if you was a necro, all these corpses that you'd have unlimited corpse lance spinning around. Like, to me, this Surgeon Stone shouldn't cost. Should Shouldn't be a cost to it of some sort. Our wolves still on strike. Yeah, they do nothing. As in AFK farming, they do nothing. I think all of our generators, when it comes to what I'm using currently on this build, need to do more. Like every time I do this, it should give me 25. Same when I use a wolf and I go like this, it should give me like 20. That would fix the issue with needing the class of fix, right? Because I think even though I've got 2 now, I still think you shouldn't need to have 4, right? Just that's not ideal for a farm build. This feels like it could be a really, really, really good farm build. It's just that there's that downtime with, if you're not careful, with the primal power. And we are not getting any Legos from this. Shock 'em. Where is all the legendaries?
Think you can outrun a wolf?
Hogan, how's it going? Just trying to get some more Legos. Not getting anything from these TRs though. They're playing hard to get. We may have to move on. How many we're done? That's 5. I think we'll leave 5. We'll do one more and I'll leave 4 for tomorrow. Like just, I didn't even click restart, boys. What is going on? Restart, that's better. Whoa, we got a legendary. was hoping we was going to get to finish up the mastery tonight, but I don't think we're going to be able to. It's going to be short, I think. Unless we get really lucky in doing some like dungeons and stuff. Oh, we've got blues in here as well. Nice. The damage of this build is really, really good. It's just the fact that you run out of primal power, and the only way to counteract that is by having class fix, which is just annoying. To really get 100% uptime. Come on, another one. No, but we got a terror essence. That's all right. Come to me, blues. Am I using the speed buff for walls? Yeah. I think it's almost mandatory to use that in most of our speed builds for this, right? If you're using this particular build anyway. You're legit building now. This build's good. I think there is just the one slight issue with the primal power sometimes. Rick, how's it going? We got the last one up yet? Nope. Apparently not. The only thing I find with this build is you can't generate enough to keep it up 100% of the time. You keep it up for a very long time, but it just doesn't feel like you could just do with that little bit more regen. If we just had a little bit more regen, there would be, yeah, a much, much better build. Because of that goddamn bar. The trouble is, and I think I'm going to mention this in a video that I do tomorrow, I'm going to be talking just about druids. I'm not going to show a build. I'm basically going to go through all of the gear. We're going to talk about what I feel. And that is going to be a big thing, Drew. You know, as I was saying a moment ago, you think on a necro, right? We got whirling size going around us, yeah? Literally cost nothing. They generate stuff for us. They generate corpses that we can use to use bone armor. Not bone armor, but to use corpse lance. So, when we're using this character, ideally, you want to be using this all of the time, right? 100% of the time. But it costs so much to use. But then when you're generating, you get to generate it here. You generate, what is it from this? 12. Then this costs 10 per second. Now I've reduced that by 20%. So now it's going to cost what? 8 per second, yeah? So we're using 8 per second. We can only generate this 12 every... What is the cooldown on this one when we actually press it? 9 seconds. You can get 12 every 9 seconds. And then you've got bats. Or ravens, sorry, not bats. We were talking about bats earlier. Which gives us 7. And we can use that twice. So that's 14. And then you've got your wolves. Which give you, on use, 6. You're just not generating enough. Like for me, this, right? This should read... You like the automatic fawns in Fractured Plane? Yeah. But this here, right? Where is it? This class affix, right? Now generates 7 primal when used. So it's gone from 6 to 7. Pointless, right? Pointless. Pointless. That 1 makes no difference. Like none. Absolutely none. And this shouldn't say 6. Because the cooldown is 7 seconds, right? So I use that. Okay, as long as you can get it up pretty quickly. So I just use it 3 times in a row. But the issue is you need no enemies to gain the most out of it, right? You need no enemies in front of you. So it does say that, doesn't it? Become a flock of ravens and fly to a target location during which you're untargetable. So that's fine. That's good. You deal this amount of damage to nearby enemies when you arrive at the target location, reverting to your original form. You've got 2 charges. You gain this. So now, using Raving Rush, you're now going to be dashing forward as a flock of ravens during again which you're untargetable. That's fine. You're dealing a bit more damage to enemies along your path. If no enemies are hit, 30% of your cooldown is returned. Okay, so that part is good. But what it should say, it should scrap this bit here. If no enemies are hit, get rid of that, delete it. Would make the thing so much better already. But instead of saying if no enemies are hit, say if enemies are hit, you generate more primal power. That would be better. If enemies are hit, you generate 50% more primal power. Done. Done. At the moment, it just feels weird to use. This here, this should generate 25. Every time I use it, it should be 25. Quarter of the bar. Just them little improvements would make this build a million times better. It just makes playing... Yeah, I agree. I like the class, and I will keep playing the class. I'm not going to give up on the class. But the fact is, some of the builds feel very clunky, right? And I think that is the issue with some of the builds. You know, this is a nice build. It's nice, fluid, smooth build to run. The fact is, like, where's all the mobs? The fact is, it just uses so much. You can't keep... Like, ideally, you want to be able to keep above 20, right? All times. But there comes a point where you just can't keep enough of it up. How much more can we go? Yeah, it's already dropped. There we go. Dropped again. There's just no way I'm ever going to generate. The flocks just seem... It just seems a pointless thing to have. Because ideally when you're farming, you're gonna have mobs around you, right? And the amount of damage the flocks do, did you see that? Ready? The amount of damage they do as you charge into them. Does a good amount of damage. So why didn't it just say that if you hit mobs, you generate more? It just... To me, it just doesn't make sense to have it the way it is. Oh. Greetings from Poland. Welcome in, Berg. We're just complaining about builds, man. We are just complaining about builds. Although the build is really good, I do enjoy this build. 10 left. Oh. Okay. What are we saying is the best build for dungeons now? Is it still going to be the fire burning grizzly, or is there one now we're using with bear? So I take it when you're using bear in dungeons, you're going to want to have not this helm. Snipes, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Well, ideally you want to have this one on, right? For doing dungeons. Firestorm legit says that. Firestorm legit says what? Oh, totally they could change it in the future to make it worded differently. To make it do different things. What does fire? Like these could be different. How's the Druid adventurers going? They're good. They're good. It's a lot of learning because there's a lot to the bear, to the Druid, the bear, the werewolf. You know, all of that nice stuff. This is what I think you should be going for in dungeons, though, right? Sup? So have you been playing any snipes? You gotta get that Razor Kishi. Yeah, man. Bet we don't at the moment. Not at the moment, nope. Liverman, how's it going? Stacks primal for every hit enemy up to 10, you believe? Okay, so we're talking about... You're struggling with essences, so the flock of birds will be your build for now. Yeah. How's things going then, Liverman? You been Druid? If you have, how you finding it? Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are finding, right? Maybe not this. So this doesn't feel nice in this dungeon with this one. Shame. Be changing something on this already. This would have been nice if we hadn't had this dungeon. It's fun, isn't it? It is fun, but there's just a lot of missing essences. A lot of misses essences. You know, we've got 60 where most of the original classes, I think someone said earlier, they got like 28 essences per slot. 28 per slot. It's mad how they can release a new class with all the hype that they did with only 10 per slot. I just don't get it. Oh, a 15 would have been nice. 5 extra pieces per slot would have made probably a big difference, because there's just some of the pieces, some of the skills just don't have any essences that are worth using.
Certainly made them angry. Now, if I can just avoid the fire long enough.
Sadly. I'm enjoying the hell out of Druid, but
Blinded by their own rage.
once you can get one of them iPhones and Samsungs and a Razer Kishi, then you're cooking again. Do I miss Necro? I will always miss Necro. No, Essence, brother. Exploding Tornado. There's an Essence that explodes Tornado? I'll have to have a look at that. I think I know the one you mean. I will always miss Necro, though. Necro's... That's in here, man. Necro's here. Didn't want to hit that one. Something I need to do. This needs to be swapped to here, right? Yeah, that's better. Raft again? Wow. Breaking the game here. Couldn't even keep control of my character then. It was just so fast. What's going on? Wow. That's because it's literally big problem. Big problem messes with the speed of the Druid. This Fawns is broken, guys. Look, legendary gems do nothing. Fawns do everything. Did we break the game? Nice bug. Feature. It's a feature, guys. It's not a bug. Bye. Fixed it. Doing good in BGs. I haven't actually tried it in BGs yet. I might do the build tomorrow off stream and just give it a test, see what my thoughts are. It's just this build is like fawns, boys. We just need fawns. That's all we need. You don't need nothing else. Just put fawns in all slots. Done. Not good at PvP at all. Wow. That's how you play, boys. I keep hitting that button and not mean to. So overall, that whole thing, 70%. 70% fawns. I think, if anything, they need to buff fawns more.
Let us stand together. Try to keep up.
Gotta go faster, boys. See how fast we can go. Burn out. Us? Really?
At last. But where is the chieftain?
That speed is just insane.
Nature claims all.
That speed run and just lasts forever. So good. I think we should be fast enough to just run on the water here and just go. This is just broken.
Blinded by their own rage.
Let's go, go, go. Rip. The explosions killed me. Not going in again. Don't do it. My biggest question is, will we get a dot resolve build for Druid? That would be cool.
Another plant in the garden.
See if we can get a full wall band. Come on. Where is he? Warband action. We're actually quite good with a warband. We actually, like, all of us have played the game. There's me also. We've got Captain. I think at least one or two of the others that have all played in a warband for the last 2.5 years together, which is really, really good. I won't do any DPS here though. 100%. I just want to run around like this all day. This is the most fun I've had. This is all I want to do. Just charge in that form. It just goes out of control, that charge does. Literally, it's just uncontrollable. Go. Your warband is called Diablo Mortal. Consists of your ult and I. Me, myself, and I. Nothing wrong with that. There you go. That's what we want. Don't even care about greens at this moment in time. Just want Lego so we can get to mastery. Am I bugged again? It's literally bugged again. Look. We know what that means. That means an exit. Moving too fast. Bugged the game out. Rip. Who knew you could crash the game by just moving really, really fast? Let's go. So good because when you're hitting more mobs, it just goes for days. I knew you was going to be coming to the stream because I could just see your character standing there. It's so stupid that I gotta do the in real life shit to afford all the streaming equipment. Like, I live right next to Blizzard's headquarters and they won't let me in. Lag dungeon. While charging, you should be able to use the other two abilities. That'd be a good change. We'll just let the DH do all the work, and also because they get to everything before I do. I was looking into the WoW PvP classes. It looks really interesting. They have hunters, demon hunters. Lol, they do have hunters and demon hunters. Yep. Quickly, he's taking an AFK break. That's how you do it, guys. See that? That was smooth. I'm happy with 500 million there. Still not another legendary though. You're taking over, wow. Snipes is coming for his WoW title. Better watch this space. Single target is a bit lackluster, right? Single target lackluster, look. Thought I would just see. Very, very lackluster. These are what we need. These ones and these twos. That'll get us some of the way. Be there tomorrow for sure. Come on, Noah, get up. I'm here, Noah. Fuck's sake, Noah. Sort it out, Noah. Those parents were to leave him in the woods at some point, no one would blame them. 100% they wouldn't. It's like, thank God. Like, Noah's just been laying in this place for the last, what, 2 years? Still wish I could move that bar into the middle of my screen. Primal bar should be able to make massive here. That would just make it so much easier to manage. The primal bar for Druid. Needs to be in the middle of your screen so you can really manage it. It is that's what she said. It is tiny. Micro. Lol. Like, if I could put it, like, here around my character or somewhere just, like, above me somewhere that I could see the primal bar all the time, it would be much easier to manage. Much easier to manage. And I'd like a number on it as well. Any viable PvP builds? I think PvP is a bit of a hit and miss. I haven't really played any on my Druid yet, so I may do some tomorrow, before stream tomorrow even. Get my own opinion on it. But because we've got the lack of essences, that is the biggest issue I think we're finding. Only having 10 essences per slot gives us very limited access to what build you would possibly want to even run. No worries, man. Just my honest opinion. I haven't done any PvP yet, but from what I've seen, people have been struggling. Have I ever been to BlizzCon? No, I've never physically been to BlizzCon. Watched plenty of BlizzCons, just never physically been. Same with Gamescom though. I'd like to go to Gamescom. It's only in Germany. Not again. Phew. Thought we bugged it again, boys. Hopefully one day we can go once I blow up. And Blizzard actually realize, yeah, I am Diablo, and they will fall out the red carpet. Diablo is turning up in physical form. Who knows what the future holds is what I say, Snipes. This run's been better. You just gotta claim what I rightfully earned, it's all. But WoW PvP will be a whole nother beast to tackle since that's all mouse and keyboard. Yep. Been there, done that. What class did I play for WoW, Booby? I played many. Over the years, I played many. Played Warlock, played some Rogue. I'd played Priest, Death Knight, Demon Hunter. Many over the years. Couple more. Ozzo's on. Ozzo's gone. Let's see what we can do when we just go into randoms. Do like this speed though. The speed we can get through means we can keep up without being slow as a tank. But the burst potential is really, really good. The sub rogues, yeah, sub rogues are good fun. Wow, that bear looks super high. Looks cool. Animations. The animations are like so good. What are they doing over there? Let's go, boys. Gotta go faster. That was like speed. Did you see it? It was like so fast. Definitely a lot of fun when you're just in random groups and you can just like smash through shit. It's so good that they did. I agree with that statement, Snipes. Slow Druid. Look at this slow. Did you see the bear speed? It was just insane, Don. Once you've got like no one else in front of you and you can get all the mobs, because of the way the helm works, it's just like just super crazy. You've got no chance in being, you know, caught in dungeons. Have I ever played D2? No, I didn't play D2. I played I say I didn't. I played like a little tiny bit of it. Didn't really enjoy it. Not my sort of thing. But D3 I was hooked. D4 I liked, but it needed a lot of work, and it still does in my opinion. And DI has just hit the mark. DI is just a perfect Diablo game in my mind. Apart from it's got all the pay to win aspects, but gameplay really good. No way to run on this one. The trouble is with like the main Diablo games is they're always like just PvE focus. Sorry, they never are like focusing on doing player versus player. Although they may have it in the game, it's not their first, you know, go-to, is it? And go. You can play DI anywhere. Yeah, exactly. Another good reason to play DI. Especially with the Razor Kishi. Sits in its box just behind me. Never know. Hopefully they may send more in the future, you know, for me to, you know, look at other things. I wouldn't say no. I'd quite happily work with Razor again. Oh, that's the speed is so much fun. Need to look into other things with this helm. Do a chance of an extra Razor Kishi? No, I was only given one, man. I don't think Razor were going to give me two. So far, Druid or Necro? I'm always a Necro here, man. So I would have to say Necro. Whoa, we just had like, it rained. We just got like, did we just get 4? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it was only 3, and we had to probably have one that was due to drop anyway. That was dope. We'll stay here because I need to do the handing on here in a second. So we won't go to that yet. The zoo class is very fun to play. This is a... I hate this. I hate this dungeon. There's just no room for me to zoom. All I want to do is just zoom around on my bear. Give me space to zoom. I don't think Immortal is a better game than D4. It's just too simplistic, but that's a more appealing thing for casual players. I don't know. There's still you know, min-maxing to do in this game, just not on the level of normal kind of ARPGs, right? But in my mind, there's just not a lot for not being offered in D4, and that's what people have been put off by. Over the time that D4 has been released, it's been very kind of underwhelming as a game, considering the hype that it had and the hype that it could have had and brought if it would have been better at release. Let's hope they do better with D5 in like 10 years time. Wow, this is the zoom on this build.
My life is restored.
Don't get me wrong, the community aspect of this game definitely helps it a lot.
Where is this place? This evil.
Can you imagine that? Wow. Nope, doesn't have anything like that, I'm afraid, Don. Yeah, just good old zone PvP. Just a personal opinion, I suppose. I played D4 for a few months at release, and yeah, couldn't get into it. 22. We got 8 to go. Yeah, I think that's the reason this game is sort of alive. I don't feel any type of sense of progression or feel rewarded for playing, but playing with friends and chatting is worth it. I get it. I understand that. Fuck it. 1 left to go. I think it gives us just this essence now. 1 to go. Well, guys, just see what crap we got here. Actually, we had that one last thing I was going to do, right? We do need to go and see this dude up here. It's like, come on, Blitz. D4 is the newest game of the franchise, right? Put the BG in there and cut the horseshit out. You imagine if they got D3, D4, and DI and kind of just went bang, what it would be. With no pay to win. But having plenty of, you know, good looking cosmetics that people can buy. So they can still have an income stream for the game. Imagine what they could do. Could be beautiful. Let's just see what we got. Terrible. No. 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 Nope. Nope. It's a nice piece, but not a piece that we want to keep. Nope. Nope. What we got here? Blooms. Nope. Got better. And Feast and Barons. Nope. There we go. Well, guys, it is that time of day where it's time for me to come off. It's been another good 3-hour stream after a long day at work. Tomorrow, I will be working on a video for my opinions on the Druid. For me, Rezo hasn't been the issue. I've had more issues with CR. Yeah, 100%. So Warren says, can't use heal spell or recast summons while in beast form from making the Druid a trash summoner class. Your summons basically sit in ducks in beast form, lol. There is, I suppose, a summoner for this build is, yeah, very hit and miss. It would be interesting to see what happens over the next, say, 2 to 3 weeks. Even into, like, the next set of essences we get for Druid. But I think there's a lot of, it's got a lot of promise when it comes to builds. There's a lot of options and the skills are really good. They really look amazing. It's just going to be seeing what happens. I wouldn't write this class off yet. I really wouldn't. I think it's got a lot of there's a lot of promise here. But I'll be making a video about my first kind of thoughts about kind of where we are now with the Druid. Now I've got pretty much all the gear. Basically, I'm just going to be talking about the essences. We'll go through them. I'll give my opinions on the different builds that we've tried. And yeah, just talk about something that we could see in the future when it comes to what Druid could be, right? I think that is a video we really haven't seen at this moment in time when it comes to since Druid's been out. I don't think any content creators had that discussion and done a video giving their real thoughts about what the future of Druid could look like. So look around for that video. I'll probably record it tomorrow and then release early next week. I'll probably get 2 videos done tomorrow ready for next week and then be back on the stream. As always, 9:30 UK time for 3 hours into the evening. But yeah, guys, been a blast. Enjoyed chatting. Thanks for coming along. Everyone's always welcome. Join the Discord. Don't forget to do that. Discord has changed recently. I've done a lot of updates to it. So if you are in the Discord and you want to just kind of see what's changed, jump in, have a chat. We're there to help. The most exciting thing in DI is to enter the PvP and realize you're going to be food for whales. That is so true, Don. That is so true. But everyone, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Cheers, guys.